I have some bigger videos coming out, and I thought it'd be really nice to kind of pump out a smaller filler video in the meantime. So here we go. I'm gonna look at awful comments from my top 5 worst Godzilla films video. A video that I'm not super proud of or anything, and my opinions on it are still pretty firm. If anything, I'd replace number 5, which is Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, with Godzilla Monster Planet. But I do have some other Godzilla videos in the works, and since those are looking to take quite a while, I thought I might as well go ahead and do this sort of totally original, never done before reacting to comments video, because there are some pretty interesting ones. There are some things that I needed to say. The video kind of blew up a while back. I uploaded the video 2 years ago, and it's only recently, like in the past 5 months, gotten lots of exposure. So it has I think 16k views, which is awesome. But I got lots of comments of people telling me their best and worst Godzilla films, and that's just really cool. I am really happy to have gotten comments like this. It's just really nice, and it makes I get happy whenever I get comments, because I'm such a small YouTuber, and comments, they very much do make my day. Okay, this comment's actually pretty awesome. Godzilla vs. Megaguirus was a fun movie to watch in my opinion. Son of Godzilla is a funny and ridiculous movie to watch, but that's what makes it enjoyable. Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster was okay, but I'd rather have a King Kong than Godzilla, but it's an okay film. Godzilla Raids Again is an okay movie for the time, and I know it came out a year after the first one, but to me, it's a good for its time. Godzilla's Revenge was a ridiculous film, and kinda dumb to me, but that's what makes it enjoyable. Hate me not, I respect your opinions, and I respect my own. That's awesome, dude. You know, I don't think that if you like these films, you're like a lesser fan. I totally get why anyone could like any of the films on that list. But no, it's awesome, man. And I love his channel name. It's the Godzilla channel. Ha! His little smiley face. I love it. Oh boy. The fact that you say Gabara is something good really makes you lose all credibility. Okay, Mr. Dead Meme. Look, in a movie like Godzilla's Revenge, you really gotta stretch to find anything good about it. And Gabara is goofy, he's stupid, but it's interesting. I like Gabara. Do I want him to ever show up again? No, there are other kaiju that I think deserve to show up, like Orga. Give me Orga. I love Orga. I'm in that tiny minority that loves Godzilla's Revenge, because when I was little, I wanted to go to Monster Island too. Ichiro is a positive and resourceful kid. Gabara is a cool original design, more like a yokai demon with electricity than a proper kaiju, and the story makes sense if you know some Japanese history from the 1960s, when both parents were suddenly working long hours and the kids were left home alone. Of course, it's full of footage from other films to save yen, but please remember this was made for kids in an era when you couldn't rent, stream, or buy those early movies. So if you were age 4 in 1969, for instance, this was all new to you. I think it's modern adults that don't get it. I mean, I like this comment a lot, but you have to understand that, like, things age, and Godzilla's Revenge has not aged very well. I get it, it was a kids movie trying to appeal to children, and you know, if I was living in the 60s and if I was a young little Japanese boy, then I would probably like it. But if I was that same boy grown up, I wouldn't like it, because the movie didn't age well. So I mean, I kind of get your argument here, but I don't know, just because it was made for kids doesn't mean it's immune to criticism. Worst Godzilla films of all time. Number 5 is Shin Godzilla. Number 4 is Shin Godzilla. Number 3 is Shin Godzilla. Honorable worst Godzilla film mention, Shin Godzilla. I'll tell you how bad Shin Godzilla is. Yeah, okay. Look, I get it. Godzilla fans, a lot of Godzilla fans didn't like Shin Godzilla because it was different and unique. They all just want the same movie over and over and over again. That's cool, I get it. That's fine. But like, you're gonna go to videos like this and just tell people, it's like, hey, did I mention, you know Shin Godzilla was a bad movie? It's like, dude, stop. I made this video before Shin Godzilla even came out, so even if I did hate it, I couldn't have put it on the list, but I actually loved it, so I'm cool. I love this one. This is your own opinion, right? Cute little dude. I don't know what this one means. I mean, yes, this is all my own opinion, but I like the little guy there. That's the only reason I put this comment in. King Kong vs. Godzilla is, without a doubt, the worst, dumbest, poorly thought out pile of shit in the whole Godzilla universe. It was so unbelievably stupid, I don't know how it was released to the public. Turns out a lot more people hate Godzilla vs. King Kong than I thought. It's a really good Godzilla movie, I think. It's a really good King Kong movie. There's lots of great things about it. But yeah, I will say it maybe hasn't aged too well, like a lot of the Showa Godzilla films. There's this really excellent video by Godzilla YouTuber Cosmovoid, where he goes over kind of everything that makes King Kong vs. Godzilla a great film. I am going to put that video in the description, and I'd suggest you all watch it. He's a really cool YouTuber too, and I recommend you check out his stuff. But I like this movie, but I get why people don't. No such thing as a bad Godzilla movie. It's pronounced Megaguirus, you dolt. Watch the movie. I love how this implies I didn't watch the movie. I get there are actually people who put movies on lists that they haven't seen, but it's like, no, I watched it. Trust me, there are bad Godzilla movies. Minilla was a character brought in by Toho to appeal to younger audiences. Much younger audiences. The writers at Toho wanted to inject some of the popularity with the young ones that they were seeing with the Gamera franchise into the Godzilla series. Both movies were actually quite popular among the kids at the time. I know. I get it. I understand that Son of Godzilla and Godzilla's Revenge were made for children. But again, that doesn't mean they're immune to criticism. I'm like really sick of the whole, it's a kid's movie. You don't have to say it's bad. Like, yeah, if it's a bad movie, then I'll say it's a bad movie. At age 50, I have been watching these movies since I was a kid. I actually went to the theater with my parents to see Terror of Mechagodzilla in '75. I have enjoyed all of them, no matter how corny or still they seemed. Okay, so this, I'm getting a bit of superiority with this guy. Like, he thinks he's better because he's older and he's watched them all, I guess. I've watched them all too since I was a kid, actually, so we're on the same level, buddy chum. I love almost every Godzilla film. There's only, like, realistically, there's only one Godzilla film that truly infuriates me. Monster Planet. I still haven't seen City on the Edge of Battle yet, but Monster Planet was bad. Godzilla Raids Again is meant to show Japan getting over the bombings, dying World War II, and to also be an allegory for the Cold War, Godzilla being America and Anguirus being Soviet Russia. Not to mention, this was just as renovation as the first one for being the first to do a monster battle with guys' ice suits. This film is the most underrated Godzilla film ever, made more so than The Return of Godzilla or Godzilla vs. Biollante. I get that. So in my video, I mentioned like the dark tone from the first Godzilla was lost in Raids Again, and I still stand by that, but I get that there is still a deeper message to Raids Again. It's just not as prevalent in it as it is in the first one. But it's nice. I get why people left this kind of comment, because I didn't mention that or anything. But yeah, thank you, Buffalo Tank, for your constructive criticism. Zilla/Godzilla 1998 is one originalist Godzilla movies. ... What? What? At least Son of Godzilla had Kumanga, which is a pretty decent monster, and I'll give him that. I didn't mention that in the video, but Kumanga is a really cool kaiju. But you know, there's a lot more to Son of God. There's a lot more to like in Son of Godzilla than there is in Godzilla's Revenge. So, me saying Kumanga was the only good thing is incorrect, but he was probably the best thing. How in the fuck didn't Godzilla vs. Megalon not make anyone's list of worst Godzilla movies? You left that off here just so you could put Godzilla Raids Again. Really? I love it. See, I don't think Megalon's bad. Like, it's cheesy and stupid, but it's fun, and I get people are like, well, you like Godzilla vs. Megalon because it's cheesy and stupid, but you hate Son of Godzilla because it's cheesy and stupid. I hate Son of Godzilla because it goes like too far with its stupidity. I don't know. It's a bias thing also. It's like totally opinionated bias. I don't care. I left a response to this one actually saying, see, that's the wonderful thing about opinions. I do in fact have personal biases towards Godzilla vs. Megalon and vs. Gigan. They're some of my favorites because those were the first ones I watched. And then he hits me with, who was talking about opinions? I was making an objective observation. Truth be known, I personally enjoyed Godzilla vs. Gigan in an MST3K sort of way. Objective? No, it's not objective. This is opinionated. You cannot say Godzilla vs. Megalon is objectively the worst Godzilla film because Godzilla Monster Planet exists. I hate that movie. You can't say that because it's an opinion, right? Like, this is basic. People like this channel sad. So it seems Chris here doesn't really understand what grammar is, and frankly, I'm very confused with his statement. Is he trying to say that people like this channel? That's sad. Or people like this channel are sad. Dude, are you in 4th grade or something? This video's stupid, dude. Oh, man. Shucks. Sorry you don't like it. No, only thing I didn't like was the Godzilla vs. Megaguirus being there. You should have put Godzilla vs. King Kong. Like, sorry. I like... It's my list. It's my opinions. Jesus. Godzilla vs. Megalon should have made the list. I was anticipating it making first place. My day is ruined. I'm gonna watch Godzilla vs. Monster Zero and eat ice cream now. I like this comment because it to me, it seems comedic. Like, I don't think he's serious. I hope he's not serious because I enjoyed this comment. But no, I like Godzilla vs. Megalon. It's my top 5 favorite Godzilla films, actually, and that's purely a bias because I grew up with it. It's Megaguirus, not Megaguirus. I don't care, man. I pronounce kaiju names differently all the time. One day I'll say Hedorah, and the next day I'll say Hedorah. Ghidorah. Biolante, I don't know. It's Anguirus, Rodan, Radon. Who cares, man? It's kaiju. Nobody really gives a shit. Shin Godzilla was total garbage. Yet again, it looks like somebody who hates things being different. They just want the same things over and over and over again. Man, if every film in the Godzilla series was as good as Godzilla 2014, we would truly be living in the best timeline. Yay, fuck you. What am I supposed to go off of with this? What is this giving me? Sorry you didn't like the video. I actually really love Godzilla's Revenge. Hey man, it's good for you. I'm glad you liked the movie. Good on you, champ. Yikes, man. The Godzilla community is awful. It's truly one of the worst communities you could willingly be a part of. So I do have 2 fairly large videos in the works right now, and I'm hoping to get those out soon. Thank you all for watching. Yeah. I still don't know how to end videos.
Godzilla versus his enemies of destruction, the king of all monsters, against the baddest beasts of all time, Rodan, Mothra, Ghidra, Mecha-Ghidra, and Mecha-Godzilla. It's an eye-flashing, tail-whipping, building-bashing Godzilla war, and only the strong survive. Godzilla rules.